am Diego Barbosa-Vásquez, opera, orchestra and ballet conductor from Colombia, and I am the general director of the Ostrom Opera Camp Laboratory. One of the projects that we are developing is the Opera Camp. That is this multi-level and multidisciplinary effort where communities, students, and professionals, we all can produce and perform opera side by side. We all become artists. We're starting to see that arts are becoming non-sustainable. We have established that one of the core issues for that is how communities are involved, either with the governance of the art and also being part of the art. The Opera Camp creates opportunities for them to be part of the, first of all, the decision making in the production, how we are going to produce that. We all together are going to create an amazing opera performance.
Opera is an incredible art form in the sense that it can, in different ways, truly sort of capture that moment. But it's also a multifaceted art form. It's actually quite a difficult art form to really enable some full sustainability around it, because it's really a theatrical amalgam of different art forms that come together in what we know as opera.
I mean, the opera world has changed considerably since the 70s, when I started my career as an opera coach and then an opera conductor. I mean, opera was always viewed as irrelevant by a large percent of the population, especially in the United States. However, in Europe, it was never viewed as being irrelevant. It actually, at the time of Mozart, a piece like the Magic Flute was something that was considered part of popular art in a way. We have to find ways of interpreting, from a dramatic point of view, the operas that also make them relevant to contemporary society.
If it's the first time you're hearing it, it can be a bit of an odd word, right? Polycentric just simply means there's lots of overlapping centers of authority operating at lots of different levels. And the question is, how can you make such a diverse, potentially fractured system work well so that they're all pushing in the same direction?
What problems are we trying to solve together? And then how best do we solve those problems? And polycentric governance is one of the normative commitments that the Bloomington School, the Ostroms, had to solving collective action problems. An orchestra conductor cannot solve problems by herself. She needs members of the orchestra to cooperate, right?
It's not about I was taking all of the decisions for every single element. If you want public money, you have to use that for the public. The biggest worry is always how you are going to fund it. The problems here are there is not really room for communities to take decisions. That is a really complex problem because it's the thing that we are trying to change. It's not about my vision and the orchestra has to fulfill my vision. We are all artists. We all have a vision of this piece. We all have to be sure that we can share our artistry